All right, the Texas budget crisis is no secret, but while the state struggles to make ends meet, tens of thousands of kids are getting free braces on their teeth at taxpayer expense. Texas dentists are making tens of millions as a result. Byron Harris is here with the News 8 investigation. Byron?
John and Gloria, do Texas children have worse teeth than kids in the rest of the country? That's what the numbers say, a lot worse, according to claims filed by their dentists and orthodontists. Under Medicaid, Texas spends far more on braces than any state in the country, more than the next 10 states combined. Why? News 8 investigates. Here's Navarro Orthodontics in Brownsville. Inside on this Friday morning, it's packed with kids.
How old are you?
9.
You just got braces? Just now, today?
Many of them getting free braces under Medicaid.
It's very busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah. This is nothing. After school, it gets worse.
This is one of 11 clinics across the state controlled by Dr. Carlos Navarro. Here's another in Edinburgh. This is one of his offices in Dallas. State records show that all told, Medicaid paid Navarro's clinics more than $22 million for orthodontic treatment last year, millions more than the entire state of California. Texas paid out more than $184 million in Medicaid orthodontic care last year, nearly double the amount 2 years before. The money's supposed to go for teeth determined to be so crooked they could handicap a child. And the number of kids getting the treatment is going up.
There's a large population of people that are somehow qualifying for Medicaid treatment that 5 years ago, 7 years ago, weren't qualifying.
While the worsening economy has put more kids into poverty, it's also true that orthodontics is booming. On Garland Road in Dallas, you'll find All Smiles Dental, whose affiliates collected more than $7 million from the state last year. Just across the street is the Smiley Dental Clinic, where Medicaid is part of its identity. Smiley collected nearly $2 million in Medicaid dollars in North Texas last year. Together, the two chains took in more than twice as much as the entire state of Illinois paid out. In Tarrant and Parker County, Drs. Sheila Berth and Charles Stewart collected more than $5 million from the state in 6 offices, more than twice as much as the state of Florida. Dr. Berth declined to be interviewed on camera, but she says a lawsuit and different standards forced the state of Texas to pay more liberally than other states. Critics say there's a bigger problem. What one orthodontist may diagnose as simply a crooked tooth may be a crisis tooth to another orthodontist. Crisis teeth get fixed at taxpayer expense, usually more than $2,000 per mouth.
There's no accountability, there's no checks, there's no, so when a case is submitted, you would expect it to be reviewed and approved. It is for pre-approval, but there's no legitimate approval process.
Medicaid orthodontic claims are processed by an outside contractor in Texas. According to the state, claims are rejected only when paperwork is incorrect. As unsightly as these teeth are, none qualify for Medicaid, says Dr. Larry Tadlock, an associate professor at Baylor Dental School. And this dentist says the scores can be adjusted to qualify for money.
Any way you fill out that sheet will be approved. And providers use that as an excuse to lie on the sheet because they know there is no checks on that sheet.
The state has not investigated Medicaid orthodontic abuse in the last 2 years, but Texas is aware of a potential problem.
For whatever reason, it's an area where we've had more trouble than other parts of Medicaid.
Most of the state's biggest Medicaid orthodontists made more money last year than the year before. Carlos Navarro's clinic's claims increased by $7 million. We tried to contact him.
He was here yesterday.
He's not here? Who's doing the work then?
I am.
You're
and
doing
I have
it?
2 other doctors.
Now, Navarro's attorney has written us 2 letters this week. The first said Navarro had 11 clinics. In a letter this evening, that changed to 12. The attorney says Navarro strives to follow all state and federal requirements. But the state doesn't require a doctor to be an orthodontist to bill taxpayers for braces. Dentists can do the work too, as long as the proper paperwork is filed. Byron Harris, Channel 8 News.